sushi platter about to go down. Dorado, ceviche, focaccia bread a la curry, some soy, some of the green stuff, and some of the red stuff. Lekker.
You're with Nexus Offshore Adventures. We're not your average yachties, we're mad keen fishermen looking for adventure around the world. Join us on Mondays as we go in search of the best fishing, diving and surfing spots around the world. Subscribe and join us on our adventure.
Just finished the ceviche and we're being hauled in by a little monster. Man, it's been slow today. We motored the whole day. Lovely day before, lots of wind through the night, and then nada today. Stop start. Gonna get 20-25 knots here. It's about to hit us. 16, we had 19 just now. Let's see another gust coming from behind. Ooh, first wind for the day. Oh shit. Of Venezuela.
Amazing on sunset.
Absolutely.
The whole day.
There's Bonnet and Curacao and Aruba. Sun setting in the gap there. Little bit miserable behind. I don't know how long this is going to last. I hope it goes for the night. Oh, some speed for the first time during the day. Yes please. Make it 10. Sustain 16, got up to 20. Yes please. Woohoo! 20! Yes! Give it! That's what we want. 10! Flying for a while. Working along at 10 knots, here comes the rain. Ooh, running up ahead here, trying to get a shot of this through the two sails. Woo-hoo-hoo. That is magnificent. But it's starting to rain. It's raining, but we're flying. We're doing 10 knots. Beautiful. Woohoo! Belting down. Still got 19 knots. I'm doing 8.4, 8.2. It's going to be gone now. The 9 knots. What? It's raining. Cats and dogs getting wet in here. Woohoo! Shit! Flying along. This is when we get our best sailing in the storms. Belting down. Yes, go 11. Not quite. 11.8 was last night's record. I think it's going to drop to 0 after this. Yeah. Woohoo! Woo, 24 knots. Go Ted. Me? I'm not staying awake all night tonight. Fucker, that's your job tonight. Shit, I'm sleeping tonight. Last night I spent the whole night awake, driving the boat in these freaking storms. Yes, it might be the same again. Bioplash is going to do its thing again. Woo! It's belting! hope this doesn't go over 25-30, because then we're going to be in the shit with this code up. Holy crap. Yeah, there's an example of exactly what can happen when you're out here in a perfect collision situation here. The TCPA has just gone off there, it's going off now. We're going to be super close to this tanker. If you weren't watching,
It's turned red.
big problems. Have a look at the info here. Yeah, this stage said 700 meters because we've got a gust of wind, but it was 100 meters inside 100. So yeah, that's how easy it happens. Yeah, situation averted. Yeah, cargo ship Donna Luisa. Had a chat to the skipper. All good. Day 5. On our way to Panama. It's been really long. It's been like 20 something odd days out of the month at sea. It's been pretty hectic. Thank goodness for coffee. Super early morning. Been a long time since we saw one of these. It's been a long time. More than 20 days at sea in the last 30. It's just too much. Looking forward to getting to Panama. And yeah, kicking back a bit. Yeah, such a pity we're sailing past the ABCs. Even more so places like this here. Zoom in here. This really burns my ass. These are beautiful atolls and islands. Just so many little places that I would love to have gone to see. Obviously the timeline and the situation has made it impossible. It's super sad. Yeah, this world today is in a bit of a mess, I'm afraid, and traveling today is just not what it used to be, that's for sure. This is the kind of wind you dream of when you're sailing. 180 degrees straight downwind. We've got between sort of 12 to 20, and we're absolutely flying. 7, 8.5, 9 at times. Perfect sailing conditions. This is what you want on a crossing. Shorten your time. Anyway, loving it. Now we're getting to the point where we're going to become a little bit overpowered on the code, so I might have to change the setup. Go to a gull wing with a staysail. But yeah, we're powering along. A little bit of a lull here now, but heading up to 8.5, 9 on the gusts. Oh, the code's done an amazing job on this trip. Now the code's probably basically been up for the last month, more than a month, which is amazing because it was in the box for 4 months. So yeah, in Jimmy Cornell's book, The Routes Around the World, Sailing Routes Around the World, this is rated as one of the roughest passages around the world. So far it's been super chilled for us. We've done good speed and the sea's been flat. Obviously I think you can time it wrong with a big swell and it can be pretty nasty. We've got a bit of current into us, which obviously as we go around the corner in Colombia to past Cartagena, the wind speed also goes up over 20 knots. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what comes ahead of us. But so far so good. Today I went and sorted out the staysail. It's been in its bag since we sailed the boat for the first time. We never really sailed with it except for on sea trials. So I've gone and put it out just in case we get too much wind going around the corner at Cartagena. So yeah, I'm just sitting down to get out of the wind here. And yeah, she's ready to go. We can do a combo with a jib and the staysail, gull wing, if there's too much wind and put the code 0 away. Yeah, just preparing for the worst. But everything's working good so far.
Yeah, it's been super frustrating for myself and the crew. We just haven't been able to do the things we want to do, you know, to do the exploring, go and see nice places, stay there, relax, rest. The whole program has just been turned so upside down with COVID and the testing and the cost of doing it. It just becomes impossible to go and visit all the islands. And yeah, with our pending trip through the canal and the timeline of getting the guys back in time for their flights, it's been a lot of sailing, and yeah, it's very frustrating for me to do just programs on sailing as well. It's been a lot of the same, I know, but yeah, hopefully once we get across the canal and into the Pacific, we can start doing those things again.
Oh, end of day 5. We got the staysail out for the first time on this boat. Little baby. And yeah, new configuration. Just got the code 0 down. I should have filmed that. Had a bit of a panic. Got a pocket in it and caused all sorts of chaos, but we managed to get it out. Luckily, she's still out there, but she's still up, but she's been folded away. So new configuration again. Preventers on the jib. Woohoo! Ducking under. Look at that. Sure. Beautiful. Now, one of the best night sails we've ever had. Probably the best ever on this boat. It's pushing up to 27 knots. Just brighten the display a little bit. This whole trip so far has been insane. 7 days, land away. It's Panama, in amongst all the thunder activity. We're flying in here this morning at 10 knots on the main and the code. We're back to gull winging, and yeah, that's land. That's a full Atlantic crossing now, one side to the other, not to the Caribbean only. So yeah, relieved to see land. Unfortunately, we're only going to get to the mouth of the harbour or the breakwater at 1 o'clock in the morning. Had an all-nighter last night, so another all-nighter coming up tonight. But yeah, now we'll see how everything works out. Hopefully it all works in a straight line and we get our booking and everything's okay. Almost done and dusted, except for a few formalities in the harbor and getting ourselves onto anchor. It's a really big harbor, really busy. We've got a lot of traffic. There's a tanker there. We've got a military vessel that's parked in the entrance here monitoring everything. So yeah, it's a full-on operation. Panama Canal, here we come. Now coming into the Panama area, Cristobal. The traffic separation zones, the outgoing and incoming lanes, all the traffic. Very, very busy area. They've got patrol boats here, patrolling everything. And we have land below us. Now it's just before midnight. You see we've got another vessel here coming in on the runway, going up towards the entrance to the breakwater. It's just a mass of boats.
Yeah, so we headed through the breakwater and thought we were headed for a safe anchorage area, according to Jimmy Cornell's book. We went for a rude awakening. We were woken up at 3 o'clock in the morning and had to move to the proper layover area. But anyway, it's all part of the learning curve. At 9 a.m. sharp, we had the canal authorities on the boat to measure the boat and to prepare all the documents for the canal transit. All went well.
Thanks very, very much.
Thank you. You're so welcome.
It was nice meeting you. Thank you.
It was a
Thanks
pleasure for
everything.
me, of course. Guys, only remember that for the transit, same as we are doing now, we must have our face mask because of the regulations, okay?
Understood.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Yeah, that turned out to be the easy part. The difficult part was waiting to see how long we would wait for a booking. As it turned out, there would be a considerable delay. So join us next week as we kick back and relax for a day or two at Shelter Bay Marina before making a decision on where to go next. Make sure you subscribe and we'll see you then.